ByBryan DeArdo. 3 hours ago, the NFL Draft is loaded with talented receivers that will be lighting up NFL scoreboards over the next decade. In a league that is making more rules to help promote higher scores, NFL teams will surely be looking to bolster their rosters with talented, young receivers that can make an immediate impact. Here are the top-ranked receivers in this year's NFL Draft, according to CBS Sports. CBS Sports' top-ranked receiver in this year's draft, the 6'4", 225-pound Metcalf, caught 67 passes for 1,228 yards and 14 touchdowns during his time at Ole Miss. Metcalf can solidify his first-round draft status with a strong performance at the NFL Combine. CBS Sports' 27th best player in the 2019 NFL Draft, A.J. Brown caught 85 passes for 1,320 yards and 6 touchdowns during his final season at Ole Miss. The 6'1", 225-pound Brown recorded a season-best 212 receiving yards during the Rebels' overtime loss to Vanderbilt during the 2018 season. Antonio Brown's cousin, Marquise Brown, caught 132 passes for 2,413 yards and 17 touchdowns during his 2 seasons at Oklahoma. Last season, the 5'10", 168-pound Brown caught 75 passes for 1,318 yards and 10 touchdowns. CBS Sports' 32nd best player in the draft, the 6'3", 214-pound Harmon, caught 177 passes for 2,665 yards and 16 touchdowns during his 3 years at North Carolina State. Last season, he caught 81 passes for 1,186 yards and 7 touchdowns. The 6'4", 213-pound wideout caught 213 passes for 2,889 yards and 22 touchdowns during his 3 seasons at Missouri. Last season, Harry caught 73 passes for 1,088 yards and 9 touchdowns. The 6'0", 210-pound wideout caught 148 passes for 2,076 yards and 16 touchdowns during his 4 years at South Carolina. CBS Sports' 6th best-rated receiver this year's draft, Samuel, caught 62 passes for 882 yards and 11 touchdowns in 2018. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside caught 135 passes for 2,219 yards and 28 touchdowns during his final seasons at Stanford. The 6'3", 225-pound wideout caught 63 passes for 1,059 yards and 14 touchdowns in 2018. Riley Ridley caught 69 passes for 1,015 yards and 13 touchdowns during his time at the University of Georgia. Last season, the 6'2", 200-pound wideout caught 9 touchdown passes. Hakeem Butler had a breakout season in 2018, catching 60 passes for 1,318 yards and 9 touchdowns while averaging 22 yards per catch. The 6'6", 225-pound wideout tabbed as the CBS Sports 69th best player in the draft. Paris Campbell set an Ohio State season single record with 90 receptions in 2018. The 6'1", 208-pound wideout also tallied 1,063 yards and 12 touchdowns for the Big Ten and Rose Bowl champion Buckeyes. Emmanuel Hall caught 97 passes for 2,016 yards and 16 touchdowns during his time at Missouri. Last season, the 6'3", 195-pound wideout caught 37 passes for 828 yards and 6 scores while averaging a whopping 22.4 yards per catch. Anthony Johnson caught 133 passes for 2,367 yards and 25 touchdowns in his 2 seasons at Buffalo. In 2017, the 6'2", 207-pound wideout caught 76 passes for 1,356 yards and 14 touchdowns. Terry McLaurin, ranked as the 99th best player in the draft by CBS Sports, caught 11 touchdowns for the Buckeyes in 2018 while averaging 20.0 yards per catch. The 6'1", 205-pound wideout caught 64 passes for 1,137 yards and 17 touchdowns. Andy Isabella caught 229 passes for 3,519 yards and 30 touchdowns during his final 3 seasons at Massachusetts. Last year, the 5'10", 190-pound wideout caught 102 passes for 1,698 yards and 11 touchdowns. Lil Jordan Humphrey had a breakout season in 2018, catching 86 passes for 1,176 yards and 9 touchdowns while averaging 13.7 yards per catch. The 6'4", 225-pound wideout is tabbed as CBS Sports' 103rd best player in this year's draft. Start the conversation. Greater than 247 Sports.